Ron Howard, the child star who became one of Hollywood's most beloved directors, has always been seen as the picture of calm and class. From his days on The Andy Griffith Show to his Oscar-winning success with A Beautiful Mind. He's been the man who never courted scandal, never lashed out, and never broke under the pressure of fame. But now, at 70, Ron Howard has finally spoken out about something he's kept bottled up for decades. And what he revealed isn't the heartwarming Hollywood story fans expected. The truth is darker, sadder, and it left fans deeply concerned. For decades, Ron Howard represented everything wholesome about American entertainment. He was the freckle-faced Opie Taylor, the sweet Richie Cunningham from Happy Days, and later the brilliant filmmaker behind hits like Apollo 13, Cinderella Man, and Frost Nixon. In an industry fueled by egos and chaos, Howard stood apart, quiet, humble, and endlessly creative. Yet behind that calm demeanor was a man who carried immense pressure, loneliness, and a pain he rarely let anyone see. In a recent interview, Ron Howard finally broke his silence, opening up about the toll fame and responsibility took on him, not just as an actor, but as a director, husband, and father. People think it's easy when you grow up in Hollywood, he said, his voice steady but heavy. But what they don't see are the sacrifices, the constant fear of failing, and the years of pretending everything's fine when it's not. Fans were stunned. The man they'd always seen as unshakable was finally admitting that fame had taken a deep emotional toll. Howard spoke candidly about the enormous expectations placed on him as a child star. Working on The Andy Griffith Show, he adored his TV father and mentor, Andy Griffith, but the attention was overwhelming. "I was just a kid," he confessed. "Every move I made, every smile was analyzed. I couldn't be a normal child. I carried that into adulthood." When Happy Days hit television screens in the 1970s, he became a cultural icon, the face of American innocence. But success brought new problems: jealousy, exhaustion, and the fear that he'd forever be trapped in the shadow of his boyhood image. When Howard transitioned into directing, he found peace, or so everyone thought. Behind the scenes, though, he struggled with anxiety and an unrelenting drive to prove himself. "I'd stay up nights worrying," he revealed. "Even after A Beautiful Mind won the Oscar, I didn't feel proud. I felt scared that it would be the last good thing I'd ever do." Those words hit fans hard. For a man who'd built his career on uplifting stories and optimistic endings, it was heartbreaking to hear that his own life often felt far from a happy ending. He also opened up about Hollywood's darker side, the ruthless politics, the pressure to conform, and the pain of watching close friends lose themselves to addiction and fame. "I've seen too many good people destroyed by this business," Howard said. "It rewards talent, but it also eats it alive." He revealed that there were moments he considered walking away entirely, not because he lost his passion, but because he lost himself. The interview took an even more emotional turn when he spoke about family. "My wife and kids grounded me," he said softly. "But there were times I wasn't really there. I was working, always working, trying to live up to an image I didn't even recognize anymore." It was a rare glimpse behind the curtain, the confession of a man who'd given the world so much joy, yet often felt hollow inside by the end of the conversation. Ron Howard didn't offer a fairy tale conclusion. Instead, he left fans with an unsettling truth. Success doesn't always heal the wounds of childhood fame. "I'm grateful," he said, "but I'm tired. And sometimes, I wish I'd chosen a quieter life." It wasn't the message fans expected, but it was the one they needed to hear. Raw, human, and real. Ron Howard's revelation reminds us that even those who seem to have everything, the fame, the awards, the admiration, are often fighting silent battles behind the scenes. The director who gave us stories of hope and heroism finally shared his own truth, that behind every Hollywood smile is a story we may never fully understand.